I'm Nicole here with Videomaker at NAB 2015 talking with, sorry.
So I knew you were going to do that. It's Al Mooney from Adobe.
Al Mooney from Adobe. All right, and he's going to tell us a little bit about new features in Premiere. Right?
Yeah, so we're having it's a very exciting show for us today. We're previewing all new versions of all of our creative video and audio products. So that's Premiere Pro, SpeedGrade, After Effects, Prelude, and Audition. Loads and loads of new features. No time to describe all of them, but I'll give you a couple of the big things. A key theme you're going to be seeing us talking about over the next sort of several releases, I think, is color and allowing people to be creative with color all the way through the creative process. So we're previewing some really amazing mobile technology that's called Project Candy. And what that lets humans do is use a mobile device to capture the look and feel of something that they like. So the obvious example is something like a sunset or light bouncing off, a reflective surface, whatever. And to, instead of just taking the photograph, extracting the look. It's basically a 3D LUT, but you don't need to really understand that. Once you've extracted it, it synchronizes to your CC libraries, which is just a way of kind of keeping creative assets that you use regularly synchronized via the cloud. And so what I can do is capture a look in Candy, then go to my full desktop workstation and use the CC libraries to apply that look to a piece of video. So really, from wherever I am in the world, when inspiration strikes, as it were, I can pull the look and use it, and it's a great workflow. So the color theme continues when you look in the next version of Premiere Pro with the brand new color workspace. This features the Lumetri color panel, and our real aim here was to allow editors to be creative with color all the way through the process, even if they don't have knowledge of full grading applications. Editors asked us a lot, why can't we make being creative with color in Premiere just like it is in Lightroom? And that's a hard problem to solve, but we've really done it. Very intuitive controls, things that everyone understands, like contrast, saturation, those kind of things. So you can really start with a preset or a Candy look and make something very beautiful very quickly, and it's a great workflow. Yeah,
that all sounds really great innovations there. What about Morph Cut? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so this is one of these things that we call Adobe magic. So Morph Cut is something that we know a problem that editors have, all the way through their creative process, which is when you're cutting interview footage, when you're editing interview footage, you want to cut the pauses, the ums, the ahs, the bits where the person, said there's something wrong, whatever. And so when you cut all those pieces out, you'll have a timeline with edits and a bunch of jump cuts. And it's really hard to know what to do with those jump cuts because everybody can see them. You can cut to B-roll, you could try a dissolve, do something to dip to black and come back up, whatever it might be. But actually, what we've built is this thing called Morph Cut, which uses very powerful technology like face tracking, optical flow, frame analysis, etc., and smooths out the transition between that jump. It's basically imperceptible most of the time, and it's a really awesome thing.
Okay, and then along that line of Adobe magic, as you've been calling it, you found a way to kind of shorten up the runtime of some of these clips?
Yeah, so many of our broadcast customers expressed a need to increase or reduce the duration of a piece of program material by a certain amount. And they do this for a number of reasons. It might be because something just needs to fit into a very specific slot. I've edited 27 minutes, 40 seconds, and I have a 27-minute slot, for example. They might want to decrease the duration of some material for more advertising or whatever. And so we have a new feature in Premiere Pro and Media Encoder called Time Tuna. And that lets me make a duration change up to 10% in either direction. And generally speaking, 10% is kind of pushing it, but generally speaking, because of the way it analyzes what's happening in the frame, what's happening with the audio, it's pretty much imperceptible and allows broadcasters to get the precise duration they need.
All right, very good. And then I think we have some improved dynamic links here too.
We certainly do. We have a great audio tool, as you know, called Audition. And historically, if I wanted to send my Premiere Pro project over to Audition in order to use Audition with video, use all the power that it has, I'd have to render out a new piece of video, which is another file and another path to manage. We've had this great technology for some time between Premiere Pro and After Effects called Dynamic Link. You can just think of that as, it's like a video cable that's connected between the two applications, right? So no files, just passing the frames between the two apps. So Audition now features Dynamic Link, which means when I send over to Audition, any updates I make to my Premiere Pro, I add an effect, automatically updated in Audition and no files to manage.
Okay, that sounds great. Anything else that you would like to highlight?
There's a million things, but I will bore you, so I'm sure that's enough for now. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you very much for talking with us, and thanks for watching. Signing off here for Videomaker. Thanks.